I think the easiest way of keeping yourself track is just agree with what's going on.
Don't you think all the nominees have to talk about a lot of things, though?
Maybe.
Do you think maybe Mitt Romney hasn't been so truthful with everyone?
He is as honest in that moment as he possibly can be.
In that moment, which is leading me to his programming, I've been analyzing and I've realized
You've done the research.
it's very simple.
Definitely.
It's very simple. I've done the research about androids, Mitt Romney, everything. He's programmed to tell people what they want to hear, ignore the tough questions, and when all else fails, smile and walk away.
I think there's
Mitt
nothing
Romney.
wrong with that. Everyone loves a smile. Everybody.
Well, despite how anyone feels, he does a pretty good job of it. So we're going to end on that note. And when we come back, we will have our guest tonight, Charles Sanchez. Welcome back to the show. We are joined now by our guest, Charles Sanchez, president of the SA. That's right, I said president. Charles, very nice to have you on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
So, president of the SA, how'd you do it? Wait, let me guess. LOL, lots of lying.
Lots of lying. See, I campaigned in November on things that I felt were achievable.
Oh, you campaigned.
Yes, and then I got elected on November 29th.
No lies in your campaigns?
No.
No lies. All right, that's
No.
what I like to hear. You are a psych major,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So maybe you tricked everyone into voting for you.
I don't know about that. We presented both candidates pretty well, and the campaign was it was a tough campaign.
So what sort of techniques do you use during your campaign? You put out flyers, and do you go talk to people, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's things that you should be doing on a daily basis if you're going to be the SA president, talking to people one-on-one, going to clubs and organizations, meetings, just reaching out to as many as you can. So.
Very nice, very nice. So you are the Barack Obama of Plattsburgh, which confuses me because it seems that people actually like you.
Well, you know, I got to say, with this whole re-election for Barack Obama, there's a lot of people that really don't like him. And, you know, from my perspective, I'm doing pretty good, so I got to say.
Yeah, so no, you're not going to run for re-election for president of the SA? Have you considered it?
I can't say that I have because I'm graduating next spring.
Oh, okay.
So I would need to be able to serve a full term till December 31st. So.
Right. Okay. You say in your website that the mission is to voice the concerns and interests of students.
Yes.
So the question I have for you is, where is my swimming pool full of Jell-O? And where are my Victoria's Secrets lifeguards?
Well, you know, this is the first time I'm hearing about that. So,
if I was to voice that to you, this could be a possibility.
It could certainly be something we looked into. You know, as much as a swimming pool full of Jell-O sounds great, you know, I don't know where we're going to put that on campus. But again, you know, I'm willing to listen and hear you out. So.
Okay, you're a good man. You listen, okay? What is your job as president besides playing golf and giving speeches? The two most important things, of course.
Well, certainly important, I would agree, but not the most important. On a week-to-week basis, I'm usually meeting with the college president, Dr. Etling, the provost, some of the deans of the different schools, and the student senate and executive council of the SA. So.
Very nice. You guys meet on the golf course?
We meet in the alumni conference room and Cardinal Lounge on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay.
So.
All right. Very nice. This is your third year in legislation at Plattsburgh out of 3 years, correct?
Yes.
So that's 100%. Percentage-wise, you are like the Ron Paul of U.S. politics, except you actually had a chance of getting elected.
Well, you know, Ron Paul is certainly, his prospects aren't looking good. So I don't know how much I agree with that, you know, comparison, but I would say that it's been a pleasure to be able to be elected, you know, several times because it shows that the students are obviously interested in some of the things that I'd like to do for them. So.
Yes, yeah, they have confidence in you. I think that says you guys are modeled after the U.S. government.
Yeah.
So when do you lose all Plattsburgh's money and go into an economic recession?
Well, that's the part of the government that we don't like to model. We actually try to be as efficient as possible, and obviously there's going to be improvements along the way, but there's no recession coming for Plattsburgh from the Student Association's perspective. So.
Okay, good to hear. Maybe float some of that money towards PSTV, NBS way.
Well, you know, we got to see about that. I can't just guarantee.
I can lobby you, though, right? I can lobby you. I also might like to lobby for that Jell-O pool.
The Jello pool, I got to tell you, that's a good idea. But again, where are we going to put this thing? It's kind of cold outside.
I can think we might as well just fill up the real swimming pool with Jello because no one uses that thing. Bring in some Victoria's Secrets lifeguards, and I think that place would be swamped.
Well, you know, I certainly would agree. When you've got, you know, candy and obviously, you know, there's people around that you might like to see, certainly you're going to have a lot of attention. But I think the swimming pool is pretty good.
Okay, and your final question, what's been your best experience as an SA member, and do you think the SA has benefited you in any way?
My best experience as an SA member is one of the services that we provide is a loan program for students who are suffering economic hardships, and the best thing that I've ever heard a student say is thank you for that.
Well, thank you for being on the show tonight, Charles. You were a great guest, and hopefully we can have you back on the show sometime.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. That's our show tonight. I want to thank Signs Now for this amazing sign, and here's your explanation clip of the day.
Hey Morgan, can you help me shoot a roller?
Seriously?
Hate Mondays.
Bounce with it, huh? Let it bump though.